yourself, but God, how consoles have changed today. It's crazy. This was one of the parts of the game that I thought, God, this is really annoying, because somehow you don't even touch anything, yet you get hit, which I was quite surprised at. I was expecting that bit there, but whatever. And you would jump into the platforms, and you would land on the platforms, and then you just like fell through it. It didn't make sense. This was another 3D bit of the game that was really odd. You look at it, it's very basic textures, you know, the bricks in the middle, the bricks on the outside, and it's just a spiral staircase pretty much. And such 2D textures that you can't help think to yourself how advanced it is now, and how weird it is to play such a game like this. I mean, Mickey's character model is completely 2D. He doesn't go into a 3D, you know, set at all during the game. Even when the bat flies around the corner of this tower, it's still a 2D model, but it's just flipped around. And then it just fades out into the background a little bit. Oh, it's so old. In the top right hand corner you have, I'm not really sure what they are, I think they're marbles, but whatever. You can throw them at things to stop them. I should have said that earlier really, but I thought it was quite obvious. And every time you die, you get this little screen of Mickey just standing there. Basically a loading screen. And I found that quite annoying, because where you just want to go, oh my god, bash the buttons and hurry up and get into the game, I didn't really get that. But luckily the video editing has cut the video down into nice manageable portions, I would say. Because otherwise you'd be watching the same stuff over and over again. Because I did use a couple of continues during this game. Not surprising, really. It is really, for a kid to complete a game like this. For a kid to complete a game like this, how many levels are there? 7. There's 7 different levels, right? And you have 3 lives, and you can get hit 5 times in a life? No, 4 times in one life, right? For a kid to do that, I actually think that's quite hard. No wonder why I did never complete this game. It's very, very, very strange. But I suppose it's just for a bit of nostalgia, really, this whole video, and, you know, looking back at games like this, especially on the Reminisce This series that we have, you look back at games that, you know, you played as a kid, games that, you know so well. There's a lot of games that I remember playing, and they were so popular with myself as a kid. One of the main games that I remember as a kid was Metal Gear Solid, right? I know I mentioned it a little bit, but Metal Gear Solid is one of the games that defined my childhood in a way, because I played it so much, it just made me adore the franchise. It's the same with a lot of, classic games, especially games like this. Metal Gear Solid was such a great game of my childhood. Brilliant. For a lot of kids, this would define their childhoods as well, classic games like this. I remember Super Mario, playing classic Super Mario games on the NES. Oh, so good. And a lot of people, like myself, still have all these old games consoles lying around as well. And it's tempting to get them out at points and just plug them all in and have a play, because as good as the games are these days, you cannot beat a classic. The classic games just are brilliant. I love them. Looking back at this nostalgic graphics and looking back at the voice work, the music, 8-bit music. What the hell? It's like polyphonic ringtones all over again from a Nokia phone. This was definitely one of the games that defined it for me. I had so many games when I was a kid. Good times. So this game was released on the PlayStation Store on December 13th, 2011. So not too long ago. A few months back. The publisher is obviously Disney Interactive, and the developer is obviously Traveller's Tales. Like I said before, £4.79. It's not a bad price for a classic game, but you know, it could be a little bit cheaper. All games could be a little bit cheaper these days. Too expensive. These bloody bones just kept hitting me. It's really annoying. Every time I threw something at one of these skeletons, you just want... The bones were just bouncing towards you like, oh shit, it's coming towards me. Oh god. And I remember a few bits of this game which I do remember quite vividly. I don't remember this lift bit very much, but I remember the next bit. You have to put the poison into the pots, and then you have to... That was very strange. You have to put the poison into these pots, and then you have to boil it to blow up this door. I remember that quite well. And if you notice this bit now, I've got... If I get hit once more, I'm dead. So I'm frantically running away from everything that's about to hit me. I was completely lucky that I survived this, actually. Ah, good times, good times. And then at the end of each level, you'll have a little boss. So obviously at the end of it, or at the end of Steamboat Willie, you had bombs dropping on you. Well, not really a boss, quite easy. But at this one, you have the Mad Doctor who's throwing potions at you. He's throwing potions or poison or explosives or something. This is the bit with the poison. There's the Bunsen burner at the end, and there's the door. And you just need to put the poison into the pot, go over there, boil it. That's it. Job done. So many 2D games that take you back. Sonic is one of them. There was a Simpsons game that was in 2D. I can't remember what game it was though. You were Bart Simpson, and you had a skateboard, and you could skate through this 2D town of Springfield. But then I got to the end of the level, and I never ever knew what to do. It's really strange. So if you do want to play this game, if you do want a bit of nostalgia for yourself, it's £4.79 on the PlayStation Store. If you're a big fan of Mickey Mouse, it's probably worth it. If you have kids, probably worth it. So it's probably worth getting. 60 megabyte download. It wouldn't take too long to finish. Just trying to figure out how to get that beaker over. There you go. So you put the poison in the pots, and you just notice that I killed all the bats, but then they just come back, which is very annoying. So I've wasted my time on that bit. And at this point, if I get hit once more, I was going to die. And I can't exactly kill the bats with the one marble I have left. So I have to be very, very, very cautious. And I managed to do it. I did manage to do it. Quite surprised at it. So I was being very cautious because I didn't want to go back to the beginning of the game again. Because if I died, I'd have to go all the way back to Steamboat Willie. Because I remember this. Very scary. So there you go. Boiling this. Blow up the door. That's Mickey all over. Good stuff. So if you like this video, You can follow us on Twitter. You can check out our other videos on our channel. Check us out on EuGaming Clan on YouTube. You can also follow us on Twitter. It's in the top right corner, at EuGaming News. We also use the hashtag EuGaming on all of our tweets. So any extra feedback or comments, please leave them in the comment section below, because feedback would be lovely. This was actually quite hard, because I didn't know how to kill the Mad Doctor at the time, but I did figure it out. I needed to blow up the door at the end, at the other end of the level. So I needed to blow up the door with the stuff that he was throwing at me. But I stood here and he was just chucking all these like test tubes at me. I was just like, what's going on? Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, Pluto! No, can't do it. Can't do it. Look, what's he doing? What's he doing? What is he doing? I do get it in a sec. I do get it. I figure out that I need to hit him. There you go. And he's like, oh, I just realised that. You just had to throw stuff in. Oh well, that's just me. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. This is the end. Thank you very much. Just save Pluto. Good times. I love Pluto. Pluto was a nice dog. And I managed to turn the Mad Doctor into a baby. Good stuff. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. If you like the video, don't forget, like, leave some feedback, comments, follow us on Twitter, check out our other videos. All be much appreciated. We appreciate all of your feedback. So thanks for watching. See you later.